Just hear me out. Your district may not have an innovation problem. It may have a question problem, because a lot of districts are not lacking effort. They're not lacking effort. This is key because they're launching programs, they're holding meetings, they're buying platforms, they're creating committees, they're doing all these things. They're doing it, right? They are updating strategic plans and they're scheduling professional development. So here's the thing, this is the hard truth. Activity is not alignment. It's not. You could be doing all these things. It's not alignment. But a district can be doing a lot and still not be clear on the real problem it's trying to solve. That's the thing. It could be unclear on that. One department may be focused on student engagement. Another may be focused on career readiness. You could even have some people focused on AI and technology. You could have a lot of things focused at your school, in your district. But here's the thing. All those things matter. They matter. But if the system has not paused long enough to ask the right question, innovation becomes scattered. It becomes scattered. And I tell you what, that is how schools end up with a lot of movement, but not a lot of momentum. There's no momentum. There's a difference. The first phase of the thought innovation roadmap is question asking. Question asking, the quality of your question. Just think about that. And I tell you what, it's not going to be the question of what new program should we buy. That's not the question. It's not even what can we add to the calendar. You see it all the time. Literally adding everything to the calendar. It's not that. It's not. But it's questions like, what problem are we really trying to solve? It's that one. Also, who is experiencing that problem most deeply, right? Because we want to know who we're trying to serve. And then what possibility are we trying to create? There's a lot of possibilities you could be trying to create. Which one is it? And this is key. What evidence would show that something actually changed? It actually changed. That we reached change. And then, lastly, how will we communicate that change when it happens? This is where a lot of districts get stuck because they may think they have innovation, but how do you communicate that innovation has happened here? It's key, right? That last question matters because innovation is not just about doing the work. It's also about helping people understand the work. And I tell you what, that is where certifying innovation begins. It's where it begins because before you certify innovation, you have to know what needed to transform, right? And before stakeholders can believe in a direction that you're going, they need to understand it. So when I work with districts, I start with a question because the right question can organize the work, focus the leadership, and open the door to real innovation. And if your district is ready to close the innovation gap, I have a roadmap. And I tell you what, it exists. That roadmap will lead you straight to innovation, real innovation, certifying that innovation here in your district on the road to innovation.